Good morning, everybody. Today I am going to work with the November Bargain Bead Box, and I'm going to make a bangle bracelet with memory wire. So instead of doing the traditional just stringing it around rows and rows of memory wire, I am going to cut two pieces. I do want to cut them a little long just to give myself plenty of room to work with. So I'm just going to overlap it a little bit and cut it. And I'm going to cut a second one. There we go. So we have two of those. Going to take, just roll the end on one end on each one, I should say. Just like this. So I have a nice rolled end. Okay. Same thing on the other one. Trying to get the very tip of it. There we go. So those both have a nice rolled end. I do want to close this one up just a tad more, I think. I don't want anything slipping through there. There we go. Alright. We are going to use 20 eye pins. Try to find some straight ones. Yeah, that's pretty close, I think. I didn't really count them, so should be plenty there. Can always grab more from the side if I need to. Yeah, we'll go with these for now. So the first thing we're going to do is on each one of these eye pins, straighten that one out a little bit, didn't quite line up right, is, whoops, not those. We're going to take one red bead, one of our bigger beads of the two greens that we received, the agate bead, another one of the red beads, and I do kind of want to bend so that my cut end will be on the same side as the other cut end. I'm going to try to do that. That doesn't mean I will get it successful every time, but I'm just going to bend over, trim it off just like we would anytime we're using an eye pin. And roll a loop, just like that. So this is what we have. You do want your two openings of your eye to be parallel to each other, so if it comes out so that it's a little bit crooked, just grab another pair of pliers and straighten them out. Okay, so we are going to do 20 of these. I'm not going to make you watch me stack and roll 20 of them, so I'm going to do 20 and I will be right back. Okay, so I have all 20 of these done together. So to start off with, I'm going to work on one hoop at a time, and I'm going to take my 6mm tiger eye beads. I do have agate beads mixed in with this because I didn't have enough of the tiger eye because I had used it for another project. I have a kitty cat that I need to move. So to make sure I had enough, I just mixed some green agate in with it. and dump these so I don't have to pick and park constantly. And I'm just going to string on one green bead, one of the links, another green bead, and another link. And I'm just going to continue this until all 20 of my links are on, and end with a green bead. So this part is a pretty easy process. This whole bracelet is a pretty easy process, really. The hardest part of the whole thing is just cutting and rolling the, that'd be pretty like that as a necklace, wouldn't it? Cutting and rolling the links. That's really the most difficult part of this whole bracelet, in my opinion, but yeah, it's not a tricky one by any means. And you could go different amount than the 20 if you need your bracelet to expand just a little bit more than mine will. You can always go with 21 or 22 or size it down. So it's pretty well adjustable for different sizes. I am going to try to pick out the tiger eye, but I know I'm going to end up having to put in some agate. Actually, I probably ought to just mix it through so it doesn't show. Just grab what you get, Chummery. Cat's getting ready to act up. So we got a really big snowstorm this weekend. Well, really big. We got 6 inches of snow, which was a lot for this early in the year. We don't normally get too much snow at this time of the year. We haven't anyway over the past few years, so it was kind of a nice change, I have to say. I think it looks nice. It's really pretty out there. It's like a little winter wonderland. But we're supposed to get rain on Wednesday, so it'll probably all wash away. But that's okay too. It's pretty for a little bit, and then it starts getting very dirty and very ugly, so I don't mind if it washes away. We are getting very close to the end here. Gosh, that does look really pretty. That would make a beautiful necklace. If I had a bigger memory wire to go around it with, but then it wouldn't fit my neck, so. Oh well, that's okay. We'll stick with the bracelet. Almost there. This is a very, very short project, so at the end of this I am going to add a little video of putting together a couple of necklaces that I've been working on. They're not going to be completely the whole tutorial, but the component piece for it is already made, but after that I will work through putting it together with you guys. And I'll just add it right to the end of this one here. You'll obviously see them in the thumbnail anyway, but okay, so this is what we have so far. I have, if I can get it to lay out there, all of these on here. Okay, so it's looking just like this. It's beginning and ending with a green. So there's that part. All right, now we are going to take, and I've got to roll this end down here just so I don't lose all my beads. It's part of the reason why I left it so much, because I'm going to have to cut this off afterwards to put the actual ending roll in, but this will keep me from losing beads for now. Okay, so we're going to take this one now, and once again, oops, I don't even know why I put those away, I still need them. Not thinking straight. Alright, we're going to put on another green bead. We are going to pick up one of our links, the first link, put that on, but you want to make sure they're laying straight. You don't want it, you don't want this one coming in from here, and then you can't twist it right. So just make sure they're parallel to each other. Loops. We're going to put that one on. And another green bead. And I think you probably see the process here happening now. We're just going to repeat. If I get that on there. We're just going to repeat these steps all the way through. And this is what we're starting to form. Try to get it up there so you can see it. So this is our cuff bracelet taking shape. Kind of pretty, huh? Alright, bring this back around so I can get back to where I was. And just keep putting them on. It is a little bit fiddly because you have to hold this wire out of your way and you have to hold that wire out of your way, but it really is not that difficult. I mean, they're already laid out in formation for you. You just need to pick up the next one that comes along and slip it on. And then another green. Pick up the next one. Another green. This one's definitely an agate. It's very pretty though. And slip it on. So it's a little bit of a process, but it's really not a difficult process by any means. Okay, this should be a hole in that bead. I'm not going to fight for it. It does make a very, very pretty bracelet. And you can use this, you know, design and do it with any color combination. You can do spring colors or fall colors, or, you know, like this one is the Christmas colors, and really just make lots of little bracelets that will go with anything in your wardrobe. Okay. We are almost there. It's not taking too long. I don't know what my cat is digging at. Cardboard box, I'd say. We only have a couple more left. We're almost there. Oops. The bead went. These tiger eye beads are awfully pretty. Such a pretty color. I don't see much green tiger eye. Okay, I've got 2 left. And then just end it with one more bead. Let's find a pretty one. That's kind of pretty. Okay. Now I can pick these up. Okay, so all I'm going to do now at this point is push it down as far as it will go. Trim off enough to make my rolled loop. I don't want it too big, so I'm not going to leave too much space there. And get in here and roll it. I probably did get it a little bigger than I want, but I can trim it back down after. So there's that side done. This kind of reminds me of when people used to do the beaded Indian headbands. Do you remember those? They were really, really popular. Oh, look, I missed one. It was good, Char. Good thing I left a little extra room there. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Oh, you know what it did? Probably my rolled loop isn't closed tight enough, so it slipped. Is that what it is? No, it looks alright. I've just totally missed it. That's okay. Fixed now. Alright, now just move it to this side and do the same thing. Push that all down. Give that a trim. Oops, wrong cutters. I'm not used to having these. I just got them not too long ago. And they are nice. I really do like them. Okay, there's that. I do want to fix this one just a little bit because that looks terrible. Let's get in there and just trim a piece of that off. Hopefully that'll be enough. It's not going to happen, I guess. It's just all messed up now. But anyway, there is our cuff bracelet. How pretty is that? Like I said, you could always go bigger if you need it bigger. You can go smaller. I could probably have added a little more to this one, but I was out of beads. I probably could have got another 2, maybe even 3. So I probably could have gone up to 23 or 24 of these for my wrist. And I have a 7.5 inch wrist, so if you have a smaller wrist, this is probably just going to be quite perfect for you. I still don't feel like this one is tight enough. It doesn't feel like it's lining up with the other one too well. Try this. That's better. It's laying better now. It was a little like this instead of like this. Yeah, that's a lot better. That is real pretty. What do you think, guys? Do you like it? I like it a lot. I think it's very pretty. Okay, so there is our cuff bracelet done with memory wire. Roll it back into shape a little bit since I've stretched it a little. And like I said, stay tuned. There is going to be a little bit of video added to this of my necklace projects, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching that as well. So thank you guys. Stay tuned. Bead caps, because when I did that Christmas ornament, earring, and necklace set, I used 3 of my bead caps, and it made me 1 short for this. So I had to pull in one of my own, and I'm actually waiting for more to come to change it out. So I'm going to leave this a little loose when I put it together, so that when it does come, I can just unhook it, take that section off, and reclose it again. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave a little space on it and just finish it up with you guys this way. But basically, this is what I did. I just made a little woven bale, and honestly I messed it up quite a bit because I really had no idea in mind when I was doing it, and then I kept changing my mind. So my wires got a little kinked, and they got a little, like where I made my curls here on the tops, you can tell I messed them up a little bit. They're a little junky looking. I had actually done a weave on these, didn't like it, took the whole weave out, and then just re-straightened my wires. So they're a little messed up as well, but you know what? I don't mind. It's fine. I don't care. So this is how I finished it up on the back. So yeah. So I just thought it would add a little something to the donut pendant. And I love the donut pendant I received. I love how much white marbling there is in this one. I think it is absolutely stunning. I really got lucky and got a good pretty one, I think. In my opinion, because some people might totally like the white, the all green ones better. So, you know, to each his own. And I love the one I got. So, and again, I just strung it. And it's just simple. It's one of the matte agates bead cap. One of our I can't even remember what these are. I think they were also agate, but I can't remember. And then another one of the mattes, a little silver bead, and then I just repeated the process over again. So yeah, and I just did that up. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of that, and I'm just going to put clamshells on the end of it and finish it off with chain. And I'm debating whether or not I want to add chain to the center or not, or if it really even needs it. I mean, I kind of like the idea of it, but I do a lot of multi-strand necklaces, and every once in a while just a simple single strand necklace would be nice. But then again, I could always do a strand of beaded and do it separately and then wear the two together when I want. And I think that's what I'll do. I'm just going to finish it this way, and I can always wear it with just a chain, or I can wear it with a beaded strand in the middle. There we go. Decision made. Sometimes you just have to work with it a little bit to figure it out. So again, I'm going to just finish this piece off with you guys. So I'm going to put on a clamshell. Grab a crimp bead somewhere here. Whatever I did with them. There they are. They were here somewhere. And just give that a squeeze to get the right pliers. Jinx, Iris isn't here. And just close that down over the end. Let all this come down to this side. Like I said, I am going to leave extra, so it's going to look a little weird at first because I'm going to have this big gap here, but I want to make sure I have enough to work with when I get the right bead cap to finish it off. I'll just cut this end off here and redo it afterwards. But this will give me a chance to give it a finished look. I'm not even going to bother with 2 crimps on this one because I know I have to cut it anyway. And close that off. And I think I'm going to cut a 7-inch piece of, oh, what did I do with my rulers? 2 of them. You think I could find one? There we go. I think I'm going to cut a 7-inch piece of chain, cut it in half so I have a 3.5 and a 3.5. There we go with that. Just grab something here to separate my chain with. And I know I could just cut 2 3.5-inch pieces, but this way I actually know I have the exact amount of links. Right. I do have one right in the middle there that I can cut out. I think. Wait a minute. Why does it now look like I don't? Yeah, right there. Okay, now a couple of small jump rings and figure out what I'm going to close it with, because I used all my toggles that came with this to make another set of jewelry. Use them for earrings. I don't know if anyone has seen that one or not, but I used my toggle rings and my toggle bars to make different jewelry with. I'm really glad we got this type of chain this month too, because it has so much more sparkle to it than just a regular flat chain does. And being a like Christmas holiday jewelry, having that sparkle from the chain is kind of nice. And for the life of me, I cannot seem to clip this in here. All else fails, get your fat fingers out of the way, Shamari. So when I do my November show and tell, I should have that necklace all finished by then and actually correct, so it doesn't look like it's got this big section of beading wire hanging out of it. It is really pretty, I think. I love the green and white together like that. Just the plain green and white, no red mixed in it, or it's just really, really pretty. Alright, let's see what we got for toggles. Oh, I have this one here that's a little wreath. We'll go with that. Let's get this cute little bar. We'll use this one. Why not? It's festive, it goes with it. And again, we need a couple little jump rings. So how are you guys all doing with your Christmas shopping and Christmas making? I have done nothing so far. I was so busy for the past 3 weeks just getting ready for that craft fair that was a total flop. I literally spent 3 days there and didn't even make $200. It was terrible, especially because I paid $80 for the spot. So, oh well. But you know what? I have all kinds of crocheted stuff that I can give my grandkids for Christmas. So that is the upside of it. So I guess in a sense I've started Christmas just because I have that stuff, but I really have not done anything in particular. I gotta get to it. I'm such a procrastinator. Come on now, get through there. Get this back on the right side. Goodness. There. So what do you think? Kind of pretty, huh? I do wish I had done a little bit better work on my wire here, but like I said, I kept changing it, kept you know, taking things apart, and I probably should just cut it off and redo it, but I don't want to. Now that I know how I want it to look, I don't want to have to redo it. But anyway, there it is. So that one is I'm going to set aside, and I will show you the other one I'm working on, and we'll finish that one up together. If I can figure out where I put it. This is using those four, oh, it's right beside me. Those four branch pieces that we received. And again, like I said, I did some wire work. I took two of them, overlapped them here, cut the ring off in one of them, the top one, and then wired them together. And then these two I wired together, and I think I might end up taking that off and just putting like 2 jump rings in because my wire got messy. Or I might cover it with a little bead. I'm not sure yet. I might just wire a bead over it. But this is what it looks like so far. Kind of pretty. I hung a little garnet bead from one of our past boxes. Oops, the other one's under my finger. And one of the crystals. Put a garnet bead here because I needed something just to fill up that little bit of extra space. Nothing we had in the box was quite the right size for that, so I dug out those little garnet beads and then decided to just add them a little bit more. I think this looks a little like a woodland princess slash I don't know what. But my plan for this one is to take chain from here to here, hang, oh goodness, I keep losing everything, hang this piece from that, and take chain and go from here. Let me see. What was I going to do? I was going to go right from this loop to here, and then just add and do the same thing on this side. So I think that will look kind of pretty. So let's do that. Let's work on finishing that up. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is attach this piece of chain to it. And let me see, where's the best spot to go in? Right about there. Maybe these jump rings might not be big enough too. I might have to go with a bigger size. I'm going to go right here. Maybe. Again, like I said, I might need a bigger size. I'd like to use these ones, but let's see if I can get it in there first. I seem to have it stuck. There we go. I think I'm getting it. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Alright, let's get it closed properly. I think I bent it a little bit because it's now overlapping quite drastically. Okay, there we go. Alright. And I think I need to up the number of my cheater readers here. Alright, I just want to make sure that's closed. Okay. So now let's figure this part out. Let me see, right to where these are the exact same and they're going in the same direction, it makes hooking to the other side a little bit harder because they're not, they weren't two-sided, so I couldn't reverse it. They're both going this way. So I just have to find a connection point that works. And I think I'm going to go right there, actually. So that looks good. I'm going to cut this off. Okay, where did I say? Right there. Is that what I said? I should have marked it. Let's see if I can get that over there a little bit more. There we go. Okay, how's that looking? Looking good. Looking good. All right. I do already have this open because I was doing something else with it. I don't even remember what. I do want to make sure I'm getting right into the very center, and I probably should count them because I don't think I can pull them together to get the center one. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Say that's 30 right there. Count down these ones and see what we get. If I'd been smart, I'd have done that part first. But you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Would you look at that? I mean, literally, that one right there is 31 going in either direction. How did I get so lucky? And if I could just get this into my hand and hold on to it, we'd be all set. So on this one, I just put on an eye pin one of the green beads and a crystal on each end, whereas the other one has the little red garnets on each end. Just to change it up a little bit. Alright, let's get in there now. Okay. There we go. Oh no, please don't come off. Oh phew, it didn't. Alright, let's try doing that a little different. There we go. Okay. So this is what we've got so far. Looking kind of pretty. Kind of magical woodland fairy. And let me see. Now to figure out how much chain. Again, I said I wanted to come from that spot. Bring it into just above that. So let me see. This is how I design. I just play with stuff until I figure out how it looks to me, and which is why I end up making changes that destroy my wire, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Let's cut these two the same. Alright, there's that. Yeah, I think that's going to be awfully pretty. And from that point on afterwards, I'm just simply doing chain. I really want to keep it very minimalist in the chain section so that the focal is right here. There's a lot going on right here, so. I think after I get this all put together, those links where I've linked it with chain won't even really be all that noticeable. There'll be so much going on with it. Okay, let's get that one in there. Close that up. Thrust a hole in the floor. Let's do this side over here first. We've had snow twice this week already. It hasn't really added up to anything, but we have had 2 snowstorms already this week. It's been more icy than anything, though. But we do have more snow coming in tomorrow. So I think this is going to be a winter of snow. Okay, now let's see. Bring this into, I think I want it to go right about there. And there. Gosh, this is pretty. I like it. Okay. Now I'm wondering if this piece was hanging too long, though. Should I have gone up higher? I might end up shortening that piece once I get to the point of getting this on. Alright, now, this, my thought was to dangle more of this, probably the same as this. I think that would be the best bet. So what I do with my garnet beads, and a couple more eye pins, head pins. They are where? Let's go right there. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up a garnet bead. These little micro-faceted garnet beads that we received, I don't even remember which box it was from. It was a while back. They are so tiny. The holes in them are almost non-existent to my eyes. And I struggle a little bit to find them. And this is a mixed bag of sizes because it's a variety of different ones that we've received over the years that I have been getting the box. And I just put all my little odds and ends of them together, what I don't use from each one. So I do have 3 different sizes here, so I also have to kind of pay attention to that. I have that size, then I have that size, and then I have that size. So there's different sizes here. Make sure I get the right one here. Find the hole would be good. There we go. Get those out of my way. And we're just going to do some... How did I attach? Oh, the jump ring? Yeah. No, I went right to it. That's what I thought. But these ones are going to have to be like that because I have to find the link. So they're going to have a jump ring. There's that one. That one. Get that all straightened out after. This is the hard part because my cutters are getting real bad. I tend to cut things with them I shouldn't. I did finally break down and get some memory wire cutters though, which is nice. I really like having them. They were part of that store I was telling you about that bought all the closeout jewelry store items, and they were part of that, so I got them 50% off. So I think I paid like $7 for them, which wasn't too bad. Oh, I think I cracked one of my garnets evidently. Yep, right there. Dang. Well, I'm going to put it in for now. I'll go back and change it afterwards, but I don't want to do that right now. I do want to see how this ends up looking. Alright, so I bring it in here. It will hang kind of right about. Is that the halfway point or not? Let's see. Not quite, no. So how many links in am I? I want to make sure I get this one the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm on the 12th one. Okay. And I could have wired that directly to it, I suppose, but so I managed to get through 2 of them. Don't need 2 on there, just 1. Alright, let's do this one. So we'll go down 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is right there. That one just went flying. Oh, goodness. And this is why my supplies are everywhere. All right. Alright, let's get this hooked so we can see what it looks like. I want to make sure I've got this hanging so the ball is on the downside, and it is. Come in just above where I connected that dangle right there. Okay. I might get through all of this and then realize it looks terrible and have to take it all apart. That has happened many, many times. We'll see though. We will see how it looks. And on this one I want to come in right here. It's about the only spot above that that I can get into. See what we've got going on here. Ooh, I think it's going to be really pretty. So what do you guys think? Should I shorten this more? Should I bring it up a couple lengths here? Yeah, I definitely think it needs to come up a few lengths. How about I take off 3 on each end? So 1, 2, 3. We'll cut right on that third one. And what did I cut? Okay, I did cut the right one. Phew. It would be just like me not to. Here. Hopefully without losing everything. Okay, got that one. That's all secured. And I've got a tangled mess. Okay, I'm going to go over to this one. Try to work it with everything out of my way, I think. 1, 2, 3. Got the third one. Get hold of this little jump ring here and open it. All right. Now if I can untangle the mess I made, we'll see what we got. I have a feeling I may have crossed a wire here. A chain. I'm pretty sure I did. Right here. Am I on the back side? I am on the back side. See how this one lays across and this one lays under? That's where I crossed it, right here. I put it on the wrong place. So I gotta take this back off. That off there if I can. Come on now, don't be difficult. And let's get this one back out here. My goodness, I create a mess when I work. There, we gotta get that under this one this time. All right, that should be right. And here we have it. So what do you guys think? All right, let's put some chain on it and we'll get it on a bust and we'll see what it looks like. These right here are going to come right at the collarbone. That way it will stay wide. So it's not going to use a lot of chain. Actually, it's probably going to use more chain than I expected it to. Alright, let's cut. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the trick that I usually do, and I'm going to attach one end of my chain and then bring it around my neck and see where we're at. That's probably the safest bet for me. So did everybody enjoy this box? I sure did. Let's get that in there. I'd like to be able to get them both in this same little... There we go. It did fit. Otherwise I would have had to hang from the other jump ring. Come on. Should have trimmed that one just a little bit, but that's okay. All right, we are almost done with this. Of course, now I've got a big old tangled mess again. Get that straightened out. Okay, whoops, sorry guys. Hooked my camera with my chain. Alright, so it looks like I have got close to a foot here of chain. Let me see. Yeah, just about a foot. Wow. Alright, I do want to take out an inch probably for my toggle. So I'm going to cut it to 11 inches. And then cut it in half. So let's get that out of the way. Let's see what we've got here for chain. It looks like this one is going to fall with 2 even ends instead of the odd link, which I sometimes get lucky enough to get. Oh wait a minute, maybe it is. Let me pull on that one, see if that's... Actually it is. Awesome. All right. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so pretty. Wow, love it. I think I'm going to use the exact same toggle. And this one will be done. Thank you guys for joining me. I know it wasn't really a show you everything type of tutorial, but honestly, just the wire wrapping I think is, especially with this one, literally is just overlapping them and wiring wherever I could find a spot to wire wrap, and then wiring the two ends together. So, and then after that you just do what you want with it. It just created a whole focal bar section rather than those 4 individual pieces. I wish I could somehow solder them together, but I'm not that clever. That would be an option for those of you who solder. Someday I'm going to do that. I bought the stuff for it, I just never have tried it. I've had it for like 2 years now, it's still in the package. Alright, come on, get on there. Dang it. This bar's a little thick. It's got a really thick spot in it. Maybe I should ream it a little bit. You can see it's got like a little plugged section in it. So let's try getting rid of that. Maybe that would help. I think if anything I just broke my toggle. I don't know. Definitely bent it. Well, it certainly went in a lot easier though. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to replace that bar. Definitely did bend it. And there it is. So let me bring this up close for you guys to see what I did as far as the wiring goes. Okay, so as you can see right here, I overlapped the 2 pieces. I cut one of the links off and filed it so that I didn't have 2 rings because I only needed the one. And I just wire wrapped it around the 2 pieces here to pull it together. And then when I went up here, I just wire wrapped through the bead and again went around the 2 pieces. And then over here, I just kept going round and round and round with my wire, but I think I'm going to end up pulling those out and just put 2 jump rings in there, 2 of the little jump rings. I think it would look cleaner. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. I did wire a little bit on here just to give it some flash. I thought it needed it. It probably didn't. I probably messed it up more doing that. It added too much wire probably in here, but yeah. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. I did add a couple little dangles to the sides here of the crystals. So tell me what you think, guys. Do you like it? Alright, drop me a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share, all those things. I like to keep my channel growing, and you guys are the ones that make it happen. And I appreciate every one of you. So, let me get this on a bust, and I'll show it to you. Okay, so here we have this one. I think it came out real pretty. And we have this one. And of course, the bracelet that we made together. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. And If I don't catch you soon, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.